We'll get started in a couple of minutes for those of you tuning in. Just one moment. Let's see. Okay, we will be starting momentarily, you guys. Just hold tight, okay? Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go. Hello there. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey. All right. Our feature queen on deck, Cashyra. Everybody, we're going to get prepared for the queen on deck, Cashyra, tonight. It is such a pleasure to have you.
Hey. Now, I'm crazy, so I don't know, you just going to have to just know that I'm a little, wild.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Awesome sauce. Awesome.
We're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see.
I've been there for everyone else you see. It's my time. Come on, listen closely. Had enough of life pulling on me. Trust in Jesus, cause how it's gonna be. I'm not really puffed up. I just made it too far for myself to start giving up. Be careful who I let my ears. No need to get offended. I just had to make the record clear. Ladies, come on, it's my time. It's my time. Yeah, it's my time. Ladies, come on, it's my time. It's my time. I used to be wondering. I used to count every dollar bill, things were crumbling. I used to talk to my friend. Then I realized there was only one really listening. Jesus, I'm telling you, see, Jesus is the one that I feel you need. My time to get was mine. My time, know everything's gonna be fine. It's my time to give God the glory. It's my time for unspeakable joy. It's my time to have peace of mind. It's my time. Stop searching every dime. It's my time to give God the praise. It's my time. Keep on keeping faith. It's my time. So I gotta believe what He promised me. Ladies, come on, it's my time. It's my time. Yeah, it's my time. Ladies, come on, it's my time. It's my time.
It might be right there. Yep.
Welcome, 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 you guys, to Queens on Deck. Tonight we have Cashyra. All right, we want to welcome Cashyra tonight, you guys. So just continue to show her some love tonight. Y'all give her those hearts. Let her know she's the welcome featured queen on deck for tonight. Okay? What we're going to do right now, we're going to read Cashyra's bio. Cashyra, born and raised in Fort Wayne, Indiana, now resides in Charlotte, North Carolina. She began singing at the age of 4 years old, and at the age of 6, she was joined with her mom and 2 younger sisters in the gospel group For His Glory. Cashyra developed her skills by singing in many venues and additionally shared the stage with several renowned gospel artists. In 2000, she worked as a gospel DJ for WNCU 90.7 FM, the campus of North Carolina Central University. From there, she hosted 2 gospel video TV shows, which led her to work at the Stellar Awards, one of the world's largest televised gospel award shows. In 2005, she began faithfully serving in her church as the praise and worship leader. During this time, God called her to be a solo artist. In obedience, she went on to release her debut soulful and gospel album entitled Great Day. In September 2011, this album is comprised of different gospel flavors such as jazz, neo-soul, urban, hip-hop, and contemporary. In 2006, she became the CEO of her own business, TGP Graphics and Print. Her company has been able to help launch numerous businesses and also take established businesses of all sizes to another level of success. She became the founder of His Poetry, Holy, Inspirational, and Spiritual in 2010. This is a platform for artists on every level to use their words of expression in a different light. In 2012, she launched a women's empowerment movement called For the Ladies. This movement allows women from all walks of life to come together in one place to help lift one another up in whatever state they're in. In 2015, she launched her own clothing line, Don't Just Wear It, Bear It, which focuses on the cross of Jesus Christ. This led her to open up her own online clothing line store in 2017 called Snazzy Express, dedicated for the modest and classy, not trashy woman. Cashyra, ordained as an evangelist in 2015, is an anointed, energetic woman of God. Her mission, found in Luke 19:13, simply states, "Occupy till I come." This is why she loves to share her ministry of preaching and singing the gospel of Jesus Christ to as many people as she can until the coming of the Lord. She knows without a doubt that she was born to praise and worship God all the days of her life. So everybody that's tuning in tonight, let's give a warm welcome to Cashyra, our featured queen on deck. All right, y'all show some hearts. some love to welcome her aboard. All right.
Love.
Our feature queen on deck, Cashyra. It is such an honor, such a pleasure to have you on here tonight. So just enlighten us. You know, there's so much that you bring to the table. There's so much that God has gifted you with. Your music. You know, you come from not just one lane or one vein of a sound. You know, I personally have heard your music, and it's not just, it's nice singing. No, you bring your sound with your music. So just kind of share with those that are on tonight that may have not been exposed to Cashyra's music.
Absolutely.
What does that mean? What does that look like? And how God has gifted you in that area?
I am grateful. Number one, thank you for having me. Let me just first and foremost, I appreciate you, Queen. How about that? Queen on deck. I thank God for you for this opportunity. But yeah, God has gifted me, and I realized that at a very young age. I've always sung, but when it comes to singing music, sometimes almost anybody can sing. But to actually be called out to be in front of people, that takes a little special something, especially with me, being shy and everything. People don't believe me, but I really am shy. So it's a little extra something for me, cause this is backwards to y'all, but the SHY in the middle, for real. God had to work with me on that. Ask my mama. My mama know I had a hard time, but anyways, I was raised with a different background, a lot of different backgrounds. I went to like an all-white school, and like during the week, and then went to an Pentecostal black church on the weekends. So just that music, the gumbo soup, all of that just got embedded in me. So different types of sounds, contemporary, what they're singing now, all this praise and worship stuff, been there, done that, way back in the day. So that's new to some people, but that's what I grew up on. A lot of Michael W. Smith and Amy Grant, but then on the weekends you got the Clock Sisters and the James Moore, and so that gumbo is what embedded in me. So my album, it's just a bunch of everything, and I'm not confused. I just love all different sorts of types of music, a little urban, gospel, hip hop. So so that's where my album came from. Yes, the mixture of my album.
You have such a diverse sound, right?
Yes.
So perfect example of not putting God in a box, right? Not coming from a religious aspect, but it's like, okay, God has given you a sound, and how can you reach, all right, different people from all walks of life?
Right.
So the way you do it, the way God has graced you, your sound just comes. Here's a lane, here's a lane, here's a lane, all right? And you just, open up and you just free flow with it. It's just an awesome sound.
I love it. And I've had so many people that say, you know what, Cashyra, my album came out in 2011 when I started in a family group, my mother, my sisters, more family for his glory. But when God had me venture into another part of my ministry, the way that my sound is, I had so many people that come and say, Shay, I don't even, Shay, my nickname, I don't even listen to gospel music, but I can listen to yours, and the deal is that, no, I can't reach everybody. So, if we work together, we'll be able to reach more people. So, my music may not be for everybody, but it's for somebody.
That's right. Awesome. That's right. Yeah. Let's talk about how you went to the form of DJing. How did the DJing part come about?
Oh man. So I moved from Fort Wayne, Indiana to North Carolina, and there was a gospel station. We didn't have that back home where I was from. There was a gospel station. I was like, yo, this is so cool. And when I heard the gospel station, I just heard them saying, well, we're just looking for somebody to be a DJ, just to fill in. And I don't know, it was a place right down the street at NC Central, right on campus. And I don't know what made me just say, do this. I was so new in North Carolina. I knew nobody, nothing, nowhere. And when I went to the radio station, they literally hired me on the spot. And that was, I think, like 2000, 2001. But that was my entry into DJing and getting into different music and, learning. I was able to go to the Stella Awards, interview. I know what I was doing now. Sometimes they say you got to fake it till you make it. But I was able to interview Bobby Jones, Yolanda Adams, you name it. And that was my entry into doing that type of music.
Would you say being prepared for that opportunity allowed you to walk through doors that wouldn't have normally happened had you not been prepared for one opportunity taking you to another place that maybe you had never dreamed of before?
Absolutely. The answer is yes. Absolutely. And then even if you feel like you're not prepared, You know, that's where God comes in at. He's always
Mm-hmm.
with you. The Bible
Mm-hmm.
says he'll never leave or forsake you. You have to believe it. You have to know it. You know, you can't just
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, I know he's with me, and then you're still, you know, scared. You got to know it and then walk in it, you know.
So that sounds like to me there's no fear factor, more or less the faith and not the fear, right?
I say that I'm never fearful. Now, I would be
Okay.
lying if I said,
Okay.
but that's
Okay.
when, again, when you have to make sure that God is right there with you, because he will remove the fear. Okay, because we're
Okay.
humans. We have that feeling. I can't act like we won't ever be afraid. But of course, when we stick with God, we pray and we get answers. When we're prepared, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to be all right. Then you can walk in with no fear. Okay, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sometimes we can have a fear of the unknown because it's an
uh,
unfamiliar place. We
mm, mm,
haven't been there before, don't know what it looks like, but it also sounds like you have embraced what it is to be the blueprint for others,
yes,
right?
absolutely,
Sometimes you may be the one that God is using to orchestrate a thing, and you are setting the tone for what it looks like
absolutely.
through godly character, integrity, how you present yourself when you're given the opportunity to have the mic in your hand on
Yes,
that particular platform because others are watching, right?
absolutely.
So just being in that place of, yes, I may be afraid or I may have fear because I don't know what this looks like, but I trust God.
Come on. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then again, that's when you have to just say, you know, I surrender. Sometimes we just have
Mm-hmm.
to surrender to God no matter what. And so when you throw your hands up, you know, getting arrested, sometimes we get arrested and we got to throw our hands. That's how we have to do when it comes to our calling, our path,
Mm-hmm.
our destination, pursuing these things. We got to throw our hands up and say, I quit, forget it. I surrender. Because sometimes we find ourselves going in circles and going around in circles because we're not answering the call, because we're being disobedient. We went way over there when God told us to go right here. So that's where
Absolutely.
surrender comes from. So we can go ahead and do what you need to do, whether it be music, starting your own business, maybe you work a 9 to 5, but God wants you to do something else, whatever it is, it's time for us to surrender. All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How about tell us about TGP printing and graphics. How did that come about? Tell us all about that.
Wonderful. TGP Graphics Print is a company that God allowed me to venture into. That's a faith walk too. I came off my 9 to 5 job. I worked at Duke, loved it. I can't say anything about it, but it was a faith walk. It was a leap of faith. Let me say that. When you're coming off your job full time and going to something that, you know, you just, like you said, the unknowns.
Mhm.
So it's a graphics and printing company. I do specialize in graphic design. We've helped so many companies and churches, small, medium, large, restaurants, Chick-fil-A, Subway, church. It's just something that God gave us to do. Printing, this right here is a banner. We do retractable banners. I don't know if you can see.
Okay.
That's something that
Okay.
we do with our business. So anything from business cards to banners, we do graphic design and printing. Pretty much, you name it, we do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. So any of you guys listening, I hope you're paying attention if you need those services. As you can see, that's a part of her product that's right behind her. All right, the retractable banner to see the picture behind her, they do that. Okay.
Yes.
That's awesome. That's a part of their product, part of a
Amen.
product for her brand, for her business. So so you have the company. All
Yes.
right. You have the company. This is what you're working. You came off your 9 to 5 job, leap of faith. All right. You got that engine oil real good, and
Yeah.
now it's sustaining and you're
Yeah.
working it, and then you're launching out into some other things. So here comes, his poetry. All right. Here
Yes.
comes, so how did that birth? Tell us about that.
His poetry birth 2010 literally is something that I've always wrote poetry. I started writing when I was 8, but I was sitting at the table talking to my mom, and it's just something that I wanted to do. I never heard of poetry events. Yes, I'm sure that they existed. I just never heard of it. And because I was saying, I just want to give people a platform, amateurs, professionals, doesn't matter, to express themselves. And so when I was sitting at the table with my mom, I was like, I just want to be like his poetry. It has to be about God. It has to be clean. And so it's just kind of like, I never heard of it, but God says, okay, well, if you don't see it, you don't know about it, then Cashyra, you create it. And that's exactly what I did. Instead of complaining about it, then you create it. But that's a lot of times we always talk, ain't nothing here in the city. Ain't nothing going on. It's boring. It's late. Yo, you created then. You complaining? I'm
That's
sorry.
right.
Bring it down, Shay.
No. You're
That's what
good. No,
happened.
you're good.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's exactly how it was
Absolutely.
birthed. So his is H.I.S, and it stands for Holy, Inspirational, and Spiritual. So all your poetry don't have to have like Jesus, 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 Jesus in it,
Yeah.
but it got to be clean. You know what I'm saying? It
Uh-huh.
can't be like, yo, I'm a bust, it can't be like crazy, whoa, bring it down. But it got to be clean, you know what I'm saying? I want it
Absolutely.
family friendly. It's supposed to be family friendly environment. So because I started writing when I was young. So I want children to come because we may be their inspiration. So yeah, so 2010, been doing it every year. Consistency, okay?
Yes.
That's helped me.
Yes.
I've been afraid every year I'll be like, I ain't gonna do it. I don't even feel like doing it. Every year I've been saying this since 2010, and every year I do it. Because God always say, I gave it to you. And again, I always say this, but when God gives you the vision, he gives it to you. And no matter if others can see it or not, it's your vision. So when the end of the world come, when we have to face God, he's going to say, Shay, why didn't you do what I told you to do?
Wow.
I don't want to have to answer why I did. I want to hear him say, well done. Not, well,
Absolutely.
what haven't you done? You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So there you go. Hallelujah.
Absolutely.
My God.
Absolutely. I see your king is on here supporting. Always see him supporting you. And so even in the thread, I see he's put the TGP Graphics.com how you guys can find the business. Okay, so here you have we have the feature queen on deck and her king is in the timeline, sharing how you can connect with the business. That's love. And as soon as we started, that heart up there supporting his sweet wife.
He's
So
a
you
blessing.
guys, this is awesome, a blessing to the kingdom.
Yes, and he came off of his
So
job to help me as well. So
see,
we're business partners as well.
yes,
Yes, so God is
yes.
good.
Awesome, awesome. That support and doing what it is that God has seated inside of you, not the resistance, but the
Yeah,
working together, which is
absolutely.
awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah. So,
Awesome.
yeah, it's all about
And
balance when it comes to husband and wife, and that team.
mhm,
Got to have a balance. Got to know when to cut off the business, and okay,
mhm.
and the husband and wife, and we do ministry together too. So it's all about balance.
Yes, awesome, awesome,
Yeah.
awesome. So when you just spoke on something so profound that God said, you do it. You're looking for something, then you create it. A
Come
lot of
on.
times we are trying to look outwardly, and look on the outside looking for something, but it hasn't been done, and you're looking for something that doesn't exist because God has put it inside of you.
Yes.
And so that you're seeking and you're searching, but really you're carrying what it is that it is for you to do to provide for someone else.
Absolutely.
You
And
may
you'll
have
never
a
be comfortable.
desire for it.
Go ahead.
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry.
I would just say you'll never be comfortable. You'll never be in a place of rest until you do what he wants you to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But go ahead.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. So what he's done with you is he put something in you to create. It's a platform for others, right? To be able
Yes.
to benefit from. However, you are the visionary,
Mm.
behind it to launch something that hasn't been done,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And therefore, that's part of what God is using you in purpose in helping others to have that type of platform.
That's right.
Setting the guidelines, what you said, not that it has to be Jesus, 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 but it must be a positive message. All
Yes.
right.
Thank you.
However, in that positive message, someone may not they may not even know who Jesus is, but being in that atmosphere, all right, there may be a good chance of an introduction in
Thank
a
you.
non-religious approach,
That's
right?
that's right.
The way, God has designed you and the way that you interact with people,
Thank you.
connecting with people from all walks of life, being
Yeah,
able to reach them right where they are.
that's right.
Then that comes the evangelist in you. So let's talk about the evangelist. All right.
Oh, number one, I don't even like titles. I don't even like evangelism,
Yeah.
but I am. Now I didn't try to
Yeah.
run away from it for
Yeah.
years. And
Mm-hmm.
I had to stop running because I had ran out of breath. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, God, I am to stop running now. And I just had to accept the call. And when I accepted the call, it's amazing how things in my life just started falling into place because I stopped running and I started doing, and that's evangelizing. What I know, it was born, it's embedded in my DNA. So I preach and teach, when I can. If not, of course, singing is part of evangelizing as well. I'm all about souls.
Yes.
All about souls. And if the Bible talks about the angels rejoice over one soul,
Absolutely.
my God. I mean, that's what it's all about. And I have a passion. I always talk about when people are out here doing evangelizing work, you know, how I mean, pure are their intentions? You know, and a lot of times they're posting stuff on Facebook and, you know, like, look what I did, and look what I did. I'm feeding the poor, I'm feeding the, you know, but are your intentions purified? I mean, sometimes, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
But you want some likes. So my point is that I have a passion for Christ. My intentions are so pure. You know, I got saved and filled with the Holy Ghost at the age of 3, and it's not going anywhere. I love God. I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Awesome.
Amen.
Awesome.
I know this ain't church and stuff, but I'm
No,
just
no, no, no. But you know, this the word is appropriate anytime. You know, we
thanks.
whatever, you know, we not ain't no boundaries around here, so you know,
Say
you just
so.
free flow. That's right.
I,
You know, you let God have his way.
amen.
Um, so just hearing or just even reading your bio and seeing the different aspects of all the areas, but just some of them that have been highlighted, because there are many, you know, that have been highlighted of how God has graced you, right?
Yes.
How did let's talk about For the Ladies.
Yes.
How did For the Ladies come about?
For the Ladies came about, number one, because I'm from a family full of ladies. I have one brother and 5 sisters. So in our home was just a lot of girls, you know, so mom taught us how to stick together, love each other. But as I got older, you know, we all grew up and kind of doing our own things, but it's something about the bond between women. And I just couldn't, I seen so much, and it's still going on. A lot of us hating on one another. That's just so unnecessary. It's like, why come? Okay, that's bad English. But what, you know, what, there's no reason. If we encourage each other and empower each other, then we can build each other and get somewhere in life. So again, there's a lot of women empowerment events going on. I get that. But God still wanted me to add on to the list and create For the Ladies. And that's something that God had me start in 2013. It was more just around talk tables. I started out with just almost like a television show. Let's just talk. You know, sometimes we have to talk and just talk it out. I mean, I want to go to my husband. I love him. I do. I love him. But I mean, I want to go to him. So that's where For the Ladies came out. It's a wonderful event. We got one event coming up in 2 weeks, I want to say, July 21st.
Oh, awesome.
But it's here in Charlotte. I'm located in Charlotte now.
Okay.
But I'm going to just a For the Ladies night out. Just fun, laughter, games, prizes, just for us to come together, kill the looks and the you know, and just love one another. That's what it's about. Nothing complicated.
Tell us more about it. So you said it's the 21st. You have the address on the flyer.
Yeah,
for those that are watching can tell us, can read or
Absolutely.
hear about it.
Absolutely. I'm in the Charlotte area, so it's going to be at Perry's Pizzeria at North Lake Mall, of course, in Charlotte, but it's going to be up in a private room. And once we get in there, it's going to be music, fun, like I said, games, food. And so, again, it's just about us getting your aunties, your mama, your sister, and getting them out the house, getting them away from work. You know, we so stuck with kids. I don't have any children, but being the oldest of 7, I feel like I didn't have 6 kids. So I'm getting away from the kids, letting your hair down, and having a good time, okay? No boys allowed either. I've got so many messages. Can men come? No, we ain't trying to connect nobody. We'll do that later. They ain't no mix and mingle.
Yeah. This is just for women to come and bond and, you know, have some sisterhood type of time and, you know, be able to connect as women. You know, that's awesome. That's awesome. So basically, you made a comment about women's empowerment events are out there, but God has you create something else in that same vein, connecting as far as women's empowerment. So it kind of sounds like a tree with branches, right? You have the tree. So then the branches are, you know, there are many different, you know, extensions from that tree.
Yes.
And your branch is for the ladies. So it's not a thing about competing. It's almost like coming together and being a part of something bigger. So you're located in the Charlotte area. So women that are in the Charlotte area that want to travel and connect with other women, okay, For the Ladies exists, but it's nothing to try to compare oranges and apples, nothing to feel competitive about. You're still a part of the puzzle, what God has you doing, you know what I'm saying? It's great, you know, so no need to try to compete with it. It exists and it's going to grow.
Absolutely. I feel like if we all work together again, like I said before, we can really get something done, okay? Together we can have more, do more. You can reach Ursula, somebody that I can't reach, and I can reach somebody that you can't reach. Now, if we all trying to be competitive and always competing, we ain't get nowhere because we
right.
need each other. So yeah, so let's get out here. The Bible says, "With loving and kindness have I drawn thee." That's a strategy. So we got to strategize and get this thing right. So yeah, we may not be able to mention Jesus, Jesus, Jesus all the time, but the strategy that God has given us can draw with loving and kindness. Have I drawn thee? I'm ready to just draw some folks to Christ. And you know, back in the day, we used to knock on doors and pass out tracts, and we ain't doing that no more. There's other ways to bring people to Christ today, and I'm totally in. I'm in it to win it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Man.
Absolutely. In the thread, you guys, can you please show Cashyra some hearts? Do you have any questions that you would like to ask Cashyra? Please type them in, and I'll ask those questions for you. You know, while we have her live here on the thread. Anybody have any questions for Cashyra regarding music? She's, you know, recording artist and songwriter. Also, you know, CEO of TGP Print and Graphics. Also founder for the Ladies and his poetry. So you guys put something in the timeline, whatever question you may have, she's here to answer those questions while we have her live on the set.
And they can go to Cashyra-Music.com. So, you know, they may be a little shy like me. You know what I'm saying? I understand. Okay. Cashyra-Music.com. They can find out more information about me. That's Cashyra, cash like money, YRA, music.com. And then we have our business website that my husband placed up in the newsfeed.
Okay. Okay. Can you share your social media? Just different ways they can contact you. Just did Cashyra, you know, music.com. What else? What other ways can they contact you as well?
I'm also my graphics print, my graphic designer printing business. They can definitely find us on there. That's TGP Graphics and Print.com. And we have a chat. We have a live chat. If they want to get on there, they go to that website. We're chatting live. They can call us. We have our numbers on there as well. So if they can't get me with one, they get me with the other. and that'd be cool too. I have a clothing business, Snaz Express, wardrobe for the classy woman. They can find me there, snazexpress.com. And but I'm here. Google me. Google me.
Okay, she said Google her, you guys. Google her. Looks like our screen has frozen. We can hear you, but we can't see you. I can see your picture's frozen, but it's not live where we can see you like we could before. Somebody wants to know, would you be able to create a logo from a drawing?
Absolutely. We sure can. I don't know if you can see or hear me, but yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you. And someone else, she said, yes, she can. She can create a logo from a drawing. And you have another question. Who's Cashyra's favorite gospel inspirational artist?
That's not fair. I can't answer. I love old school gospel. I don't know if can you see me now? Because I can see you. I can see you perfectly.
No, it's frozen from a previous pose. It's not showing.
Okay.
Not showing.
Well, I'll answer. I know we're getting ready to close out, but I'll answer this. I love old school, so I'm all about the Winans, Clark sisters, Rance Allen, anything old school. I mean, the new school is cool too, but that good old gospel music, yeah, that's Clark sister. Yeah, that's me.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna play Cashyra's song for the ladies before we close out, so you guys can hear her music. And can you tell everyone how they can find your music?
Absolutely, my music can be found on iTunes. We're on Pandora, of course. You can find my station, Pandora. Google, iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, YouTube, SoundCloud. I mean, I'm literally everywhere. So yeah, please download the album called Great Day on iTunes or Amazon.
You guys, show Cashyra some love for being on here tonight as our featured queen on deck. It has been such an honor. We love having you tonight. It's been such an honor. Thank you so much for sharing your time and just encouraging and inspiring and empowering all of us.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. God bless.
God bless. And I'm going to play your song for the ladies. So you guys, you know, hang on in there so you can listen to Cashyra's song called For the Ladies, okay?
It's still false start.
This is for the ladies. This is for my girls. Mama, wife, sister, auntie too. You're a diamond, a pearl. Struggle no more, hurt no more, hate no more, stress no more, worry no more.
Will you be
All your burdens down. Don't let anyone take your joy away. Christ not last team. God will make a way. He gave you the power. He's a strong tower. The darkest hour is just begun. Mama, one sister, two. You're a diamond, a pearl. No more, hurt no more, hate no more, stress no more, worry no more.
Yeah, listen. He knows your heart, he feels your pain. You're not alone, his spirit reigns. We've been made to a hard night, but joy coming.
When you come,
Mama, wife, sister, auntie. You a diamond, yeah, you a pearl. No hurt, no stress, no worry. Just call on the Lord.
he'll be right there.
Said he never, I know he never. Yeah, don't let anyone take that joy away. Cry that last tear. God will make a way. He gave you the power. He's a strong tower. You're no longer bound. Now go and be free.
Be free.
That was For the Ladies by Cashyra. Wonderful song. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Queens on Deck. I'm your host, Ursela Camille, signing off. Be blessed.